Games Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life with 10 things we love about Candyman. This is one of my all-time favourite movies. It's in my top 10 of horror. Top 10 of horror. A 1992 American slasher film written and directed by Bernard Rose and starring Virginia Madsen, Tony Todd, Xander Berkeley, Casey Lemons and Vanessa Williams. It's based on, if you don't know this, based on the short story The Forbidden by Clive Barker. This is Clive Barker's work. Well, this is an adapted from a short story. I've read the short story.
Messed up, so
it's a little bit different, as you'd imagine. So yes, of course, 10 things we love, 10 things I love, 10 things you love about Candyman. I will get us started. The fucking theme song. Good God, is that so memorable, so eerie. It's going in the video once I shut my mouth right here. That fucking song is so iconic. Like, when I think of Candyman, I hear that playing in my head. Love it. I love it. Yes.
Yeah, because it kind of like, because it's quite gothic, so it kind of relates more to the legend of Candyman.
It sounds fairy tale like. I think, yeah.
Because I that was my one. The soundtrack, so very gothic and impactful. So and again, it's good because you could have gone for quite a harsh sort of synthy almost to go with the bleak kind of.
I think it's bleak though.
Oh yeah, but it could have been sort of more. It could have been colder to kind of reflect Cabrini Green and how rough it and horrible it was.
Yeah.
But they went down the route of keep it more about Candyman, the time that Candyman came from, and it brings him. It kind of makes him more of a presence because it brings the idea of Candyman to it. Because obviously he was burnt in like the 18th century, so obviously that would be more of the music there.
Yep.
So.
Great. The soundtrack overall is great. I just wanted to highlight the theme song.
Yeah.
Right, so you did that one as well, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, we probably both had this one. It's Tony Todd. As Candyman, he exudes threat, dominance, and wonder. This is an incredible performance by the man. He's what he's most iconic for. It's what he's most remembered for. And he is simply phenomenal in a role.
Yeah, my one was his presence. Candyman's presence.
Presence, presence.
Yeah.
He exudes. Every time he's on the screen, he just... The way he does his voice, he's got a very deep voice anyway, but it seems to take a new level, like the drone of bees.
Yeah. I didn't think of that.
Helen.
Yes?
Helen.
Who is that? Who is that?
Helen, I came for you.
Yeah, so you had that as well.
Yeah.
Doubling up all the way. Right, maybe you won't double up on this one then.
Okay.
Certain lines of dialogue.
Okay.
Spoken by Tony Todd as the Candyman. Now, there is some great dialogue in this movie. Most of them you will remember as well, but there's some, as they're written, I'm going to read some out to you, that Tony Todd speaks as Candyman.
Yeah.
They will say that I've shed innocent blood. What's blood if not for shedding? One of the more iconic ones. I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I am nothing. Love that.
Yeah.
Your death will be a tale to frighten children, to make lovers cling closer in their rapture.
So I'm hearing him say them. So that's
Fucking
quite cool.
You're just wonderfully well spoken, well written. For a legendary character speaking legendary words that sound huge, and they sound almost beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you know
It's
what I mean?
not like you're saying I'm gonna
you'll be a
up.
legend. I'm gonna cut you up, bitch. You know, like
it's like I'm gonna your death will be like
it will be iconic and it'll be a memory rather than being nothing. You know, I love it.
Be my victim. Your death will be a tale to frighten children. Come with me and be immortal. We shall die together in front of their very eyes and give them something to be haunted by.
Mine was so the folklore and how it will become like the urban legend a bit. So that
Right, what? Did you copy me?
No, it's like no.
My next one is the Candyman legend, something very believable.
Yeah, because obviously growing up, there was always like Bloody Mary and things like that, and
I believed it as a kid. I believed it. In fact,
Bloody Mary, I believe.
would you do it?
No.
Would you do it? Go to Candyman in the thing?
No.
Even as an adult?
And as I thought, like, yeah, no. I don't know why. It's just because, like, you know, it's.
Have you ever heard of Candyman?
No.
Well, his right hand is sawn off. He has a hook jammed in the bloody stump. And if you look in the mirror and you say his name 5 times, he'll appear behind you, breathing down your neck. You want to try it?
I don't know, because there is things you don't explain in life.
Even though it's a movie, I know. The reason I'm asking is
Bloody
because
Mary, I would do Bloody Mary.
the reason why I'm asking is because I generally don't know if I would.
Yeah, because I say like, you don't believe in ghosts or anything like that.
No, but the power this movie has, it makes it go, well, like with anything, you know, like with anything, it's like, well, I'll not fuck with something just in case, you know.
I mean, there's something out there, isn't like where people like
Just-
cars swerve people.
just an
or, like,
urban legend.
Yeah, yeah. But,
Just like many of them, don't
Yeah.
walk black cat cross your path, don't walk under a ladder.
cross stairs, cross past on stairs. You
Yeah,
heard that one?
well, I think so. Yeah, but yeah, the legend. It's a believable legend. You can believe the story when you hear the backstory of a slave who fell in love with a white girl, his master's plantation, and basically what happened from that. It's believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They chased Candyman through the town to Cabrini Green, where they proceeded to saw off his right hand with a rusty blade. But this was just the beginning of his ordeal. Nearby, there was an apiary, dozens of hives filled with hungry bees. They smashed the hives and stole the honeycomb and smeared it over his prone, naked body.
All right. So we both double up there again.
Yeah.
So you go again.
Helen being wrongfully blamed is quite scary because
It's horrifying.
yeah, because you say, oh well, like, oh yeah, it's Candyman. Like, what any judge or any kind of straight thinking policeman will go, oh okay, we'll let you off the hook then.
Yep.
Off the hook. I'll put myself there. But yeah, it's because it's like she didn't do it. She didn't do it. But obviously, in the film sense of the film, she did. She woke up covered in.
In the sense of everyone, she's covered in blood.
Yeah.
Her friend's dead, and the
Yeah.
baby's missing.
Yeah.
This is all, you know. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's it's a pretty bloody.
It takes it away from like horror in that sense, a different kind of horror.
It's very
isn't
real.
it? Yeah.
Very, but the whole film has that feel of realism from Cabrini Green and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the other things I love is the romantic angle of the story. Now, that's not the part I love, because if you've seen the sequels, they would take what this movie did and go, ooh, hammer, hammer, hammer.
Yeah.
The subtlety. It implies he's a romantic figure who believes in love and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's how he talks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The follow-up films would fucking decide that was turning from an anti-hero into a fucking lovable character because of that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I think it's subtle. He's still he's a monstrous man, a monstrous creature, thing, whatever you want to call him, spirit, and so on. But the subtlety of the romantic story, when she reads into his backstory and you kind of learn about him and stuff like that. I think the subtlety of the whole romantic thing is clever because it's there if you want, and if you want to, you can pull that thread a bit more and go, yeah, that's what I want it to be. I want it to be a romanticized figure. Or if you want, you go, well, that doesn't excuse this. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the horror within the horror, if that makes sense. So, like, for the other people, like, that was their life, like, living there, that was the horror. And
Cabrini Green.
Yeah, and then adding to that, this all going on as well.
Yeah, like the whole place, the rundown estate and the things that go on there from gangs and trouble and all that is horror in itself.
Yeah.
Just the general shitty lives they have. And then you have this extra, this is your horrible life. Here's this horrible thing that you have, you believe, like, he doesn't affect you because you believe in him.
Yeah.
That's why, you know? Yeah. It's a wonderfully shot movie. Jesus Christ, from great angles and clever shots. And two always stand out. One's the opening with the iconic score, which is a great skyline shot of Chicago. I believe it's Chicago, which looks fantastic. Another is when she crawls through the the window, the bed,
hole in the wall,
the medicine cabinet hole.
Oh yeah.
Which is obviously inspired by a true murder case.
Yeah.
And you get the angle from the other side, and it's a massive mural of Candyman, and the holds his mouth.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, I like
lovely.
that as one of mine because it's very. So the set work and the photos, particularly obviously in the mouth when she walks through.
Yep.
It's such an iconic thing, and they use it quite a lot, don't they? When she closes her eyes, sometimes they flash it as a
Yep.
camera flash because it's so impactful, and it's like that's him.
There's such some really, really lovely shots. I like it when we're being told a story, as we are, for example, with the boy that gets cut up in the thing. With the way that story's done, it's just voiceover and it talks over. It's seamless. It's just a really well made movie.
And it's really sad because the little boy sounds older than his years.
Oh, isn't it because he's
talking
what's it
about.
called? He's got that boy. Oh, the little boy telling the
Jake,
story.
Yeah,
That's
it's like,
right.
You shouldn't have to describe things like that. That's awful.
Yeah, but that's the life he lives.
Oh, it's really sad actually thinking about that.
So you had that as well, yeah?
Yeah, I had that one. Yeah.
Right. This one, which I didn't steal from you, I actually wrote it down beforehand, but she told me about this one. But I did like it enough that I want to include it. Tony told us paid $1,000 per sting, because these were real bees, people. They were bred specifically for this purpose, but they're still going to sting them.
Yeah.
He like a mouth guard for Woody Edmonds' mouth and stuff like that. But yeah, so basically 23 in total. He earned himself 23 grand from having a few stings.
If I was a bee, I'd be like, yeah, I stung Tony Todd.
Yeah, man.
I'd tell my bee friends. Oh no, I'd die, wouldn't I, after I'm stung? Oh.
They were bred for that reason.
Yeah, I had that as one of mine bees because
Of course.
I've got a real phobia about wasps, and the fact when they crawl out of his mouth, I'm like, ugh, none of that.
The fact that you know it was real bees as well.
Yeah, it's stuck in my head because obviously watching it when I was very young, and obviously certain things stuck, and I'm like, it's all around his mouth, and it's like, no.
Yep.
So yeah, not keen on things like that. But
Okay.
yeah,
We doubled up again, yeah?
yeah,
It's one of the best adaptations of Clive Barker's work, being The Forbidden. Clive Barker's had lots of his work adapted, more than you probably actually know. And there's some really good adaptations out there. The Midnight Meat Train's a good adaptation. The Book of Blood is all right. Hellraiser, obviously, is an iconic adaptation, but this is up there as one of another best adaptation from one of his works. Yeah, absolutely. Don't ever forget Clive Barker's horror impact. A lot of people always seem to kind of gets forgotten about because a lot of his movies aren't for highbrow critics because they're quite bloody and gory and nasty and visceral, and particularly his written work. Read his written work can be incredible.
Yeah. Some of it's very trashy as well, though.
But trashy, but it can also sometimes be terrible. But when he gets it right, man, the man is an icon of horror, and it's wonderful to always see his name attached to stuff like this. Even though this movie is so far different to the book, this was inspired by it. You know,
I really enjoyed the acting. So from the little boy, who tells the story, like the friend who trying to kind of like talk sense into her certain times, and then like from Helen herself.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad performance in it. Yeah, I think some people get some really meaty stuff to work with as well. You know, people when you sort of think about certain people like Virginia Madsen, she's done horror before. I think Slaughter High. Was it Slaughter High? It might be called Slaughter High. I can't remember if it's called Slaughter High. Something like that she'd done previously. So it's like I say, she wasn't like horror, but this was.
It goes beyond though.
This was a different kind of horror. This wasn't fun, you know. Oh, well, my next one actually ties in my last one. I really said that it's a rare case of a film being better than a book. That doesn't happen much. This is a rare case of a film being better than a book. Yeah, simple as that. I got one more.
We're all doubled up.
You're out.
Oh no happy ending.
Yeah, no fucking hell there's not a happy ending.
It's relentless.
Relentless. Jesus Christ.
Misery. It's called Misery. It's Misery Town.
Yeah, Misery Man.
Misery Man.
Yeah, it's a miserable fucking film from the start to the very, very end. You will not come away going, yay!
It's not a Sunday afternoon, rainy afternoon film, is it really? But yeah.
And the last thing I love is a personal one, more than anything else. Tony Todd told me in an interview that he considered the role of the Candyman as his most iconic role. He accepted and admitted that while he's done lots and lots of other work and stuff like that, he would be remembered for Candyman, and he was happy with that. You talked about enjoying the complexity of the characters. So, of all the characters you've portrayed over the years, which would you say has interested you the most when it came to the part?
Well, Candyman is a pretty complex guy, and I did the backstory for him, which is that he was a slave, was son of a slave, and the whole lynching situation, and how they cut off his arm, and how he became a lynching ghost.
Yeah, go check out that interview. It's on the YouTube channel. Yeah, there you go. There's our 10 things we love. A lot of doubling up because all the things you love about Candyman and all the things everybody loves about Candyman. Yeah. Let's see how we get on with 10 things we hate about Candyman, though. Thank you for watching. Check out the other videos and hit that like and subscribe button.